Hello everyone, I'm Bhavna Chaklani and today I'll be presenting our work evaluating LED camera communication for drones. This work is done along with my co-authors Abhishek Anand, Nakul Garg and Ashwin Ashok. In this work, we envision to create a connected infrastructure for secure drone-to-drone and drone-to-ground communication. Now what is drone communication? Drones need to send a variety of information to the ground station, like drone state information, which includes latitude, longitude, altitude, velocity, and the sensor readings. Also, the ground station sends a variety of commands to the drone. All these types of communications are currently done by radio waves. There are certain applications like aerial hotspot devices and surveillance, where the drones need to communicate among themselves. All these types of communications are also done by radio waves. So clearly, the most popular choice for drone communication has been radio waves. However, there are some fundamental challenges of using the radio frequencies. First, the radio spectrum is highly cluttered and it cannot meet the increasing demand. It is vulnerable to eavesdropping as it is an online of sight communication. Its propensity to be hacked, and there are some RF block areas like military and defense. So the choice of best communication medium for the drone communication is an open research question. Here we propose visible light communication for drone communication. In this paper, we explore the feasibility of using visible light for drone communication. For this purpose, we built a transceiver module for drone and for ground to test this bidirectional link. The left figure shows the ground-to-drone communication and the right figure demonstrates the drone-to-ground communication. Now, visible light communication offers several advantages over the radio wave. First, it offers very wide spectrum of around hundreds of terahertz. It provides high data rates. It gives us illumination along with communication. And it's a secure means of communication, as visible light cannot penetrate through walls. Now there are some opportunities in this area as well. First, there are very less chances of obstruction or blockage in drone-to-ground or drone-to-drone setting. This opens up the opportunity for testing line-of-sight communication modalities like visible light. Also, nowadays, most of the drones are already equipped with cameras, which can be used as a VLC receiver, thus serving as an existing infrastructure for the proposed drone VLC system. This shows the system architecture for the downlink communication. The VLC transmitter, that is the LED, is placed on the drone, and the camera, which is the receiver, is placed on the ground. Arduino is used to modulate the data on the LED, and the Raspberry Pi is used to decode the information from the captured frames by using computer vision algorithms. There is another Raspberry Pi which is placed on the drone, which is connected to the flight controller using a serial link. This Raspberry Pi is used to store drone state information along with timestamps so that later we can match each frame with the corresponding drone state information. This shows the system architecture for the uplink communication. In this, the transmitter, which is the LED, is placed on the ground and the camera is placed on the drone. And similarly, as in the downlink communication, the Arduino is used to modulate the information on the LED. The Raspberry Pi is used to decode the data from the captured frame, and the flight controller is connected to the Raspberry Pi using a serial link. For our receiver module, we use Pi camera because it's lightweight, and Raspberry Pi 3, which is connected to the Pi camera for decoding the information. And we use PixOff as the flight controller. For our transmitter module, we use a 25-watt LED, Arduino Nano, to modulate the information on the LED. We also use L298N and battery to drive the high power LED. We evaluated our system under different lighting conditions. These are the frames captured by the VLC receiver, which is the Pi camera, on drone and on ground setting. In our experimentation, we use on-off keying as the modulation technique for data transmission. And for capturing the information, recording the information from the captured frame, we use computer vision algorithm that detects the LED in the frame and then applies adaptive thresholding to detect ones and zeros from the frame. For sending the data, we chose a data packet that contains start bit, stop bit, and a 4-bit payload. We transmitted the data at 15 bits per second and captured the frames at 30 fps according to the Nyquist sampling rate. To evaluate our system under various drone mobility conditions, we evaluated our system for various drone trajectories and recorded the PER for the uplink and downlink communication. These are the trajectories for which we evaluated our system. First is the vertical motion trajectory, in which we flew the drone vertically upwards and downwards. The second is the hovering trajectory, in which we hover the drone at a constant altitude for some time at low, medium, and high altitude. In the straight line trajectory, we flew the drone parallel to the ground at a constant altitude. In the circle trajectory, we took the drone along a circle parallel to the ground at constant altitude. We also evaluated our system for takeoff and landing trajectory. This is the result obtained from that experiment. This graph shows the BER for various drone trajectories for the uplink and downlink communication. In this graph, the ground module shows the uplink channel and the drone module shows the downlink channel. In the ground module, the transmitter is placed on the ground and the receiver is placed on the drone. And in the drone module, the transmitter is placed on the drone and the receiver is placed on the ground. This graph shows that the BER for straight line and circle trajectory is more than that of vertical motion, hovering, or other trajectories. This is because there are more chances of drone going out of the frame in circle and straight line trajectory. Also, this graph shows that the uplink and the downlink channels are significantly symmetrical. We also evaluated our system to study the effect of altitude of drone on the information delivered by the VLC channel. For this, we recorded the BER for the uplink and downlink communication at various altitudes, low, medium, and high. This table shows the BER recorded, and this table shows that the BER increases with the increase in altitude as expected. To conclude, we designed an experimental setup for drone-to-ground LED camera communication. We experimentally investigate the impact of drone mobility on the quality of information delivered by the VLC channel. We also evaluate the symmetry between uplink and downlink channels in the drone VLC use case. In the future work, we plan to study the impact of other drone dynamics or drone parameters on the VLC link, like velocity. We also plan to explore techniques like rolling shutter effect of cameras, MIMO techniques, enhanced modulation, and error correcting schemes to enhance our data rates and coverage. For more information, please read our paper. Also, if any researcher or research group is interested in this area, please contact Dr. Ashwin Ashok. Thank you.